So now some kind of party is happening. I think these are supposed to be her friends.
どうしてこんなことに。
よっ、ひなこちゃんのお帰りだ。待ってました。
What exactly is the whole significance of this moment? Is this supposed to be some feast in preparation of the potential wedding that she's going to do? But that's with the Dark Shrine version, though.
遅かったな。今から始めるところだったぞ。誰のなんだと。
I don't really understand.
それではご一同様包丁のさえをどうぞご覧くださいよー
Is this relating to that time when he owned a restaurant? Why would Abisukuoka be expressing this kind of moment like it's from his perspective? What does him being a former owner of a restaurant have to do with Hinako? I get that he's using the blade that he used to abuse Hinako with, and that blade was related to his restaurant, but I don't understand why it has to be represented like this. See, that blade is serving as a retrieval cue back to those traumatic memories Hinako had with her father. And all of a sudden the blade is expressed as a residual echo out of the blue during this cutscene instead of a real blade. It's a pretty confusing presentation right now. She's going through a similar moment to James right now, like when he kneels down and he's like, I don't need you anymore, and then those two pyramid heads come in. Is that what this is supposed to be? So like Hinako's friends were dead in front of her, and in one of the final cutscenes of Silent Hill 2, those two pyramid heads killed Maria, forcing James to kneel on the ground. Is this whole moment here just to be some reimagining and callback back to Silent Hill 2's scene? That's the only thing I could think of. Let's do this. So Hinako's mom is the most dangerous one. So if you block, you can easily get this counter, and you'll negate the damage. I shouldn't have dodged away, I should have tried to counter his attack. You can actually counter Hinako's father. That was close. And also, he only attacks when he steps with his left leg. Good thing I have two axes right now, and she will throw knives at you. Yeah, see? He stepped with his left leg and then he attacked. That was close. And I was out of stamina as well. It's always when she's swinging from left to right that you can counter her. Oh! I saw that coming. You can still do the counter against Hineko's mom without having to block her attack, but it just takes ages and it's so awkward because you're having to actively move away from her while she's slashing, and it's really hard to tell when she's going to do the attack that allows you to counter her. Here he comes again. Nice. Here we go again. I really should repair this axe. Oh, that's another attack I can counter. Come on, come on, come on. Whoa. Oh! Oh, god dang it, I thought I could sidestep that. Cool that he stuns her when he's charging. But they have a lot of life. Oh, god dang it, she stopped. Is she gonna charge? Nope, she's not gonna charge just yet. Probably should back up. I gotta make sure he's between us so that her knives will not hit me. Oh! I was a bit worried about that just then. She's still not dead. That's right, knock her over, or just make her stumble. There we go. God dang it, how many times do I have to hit her? They have so much life. And I have no idea if they're vulnerable to very specific weapons aside from the axe. Come on, come on! Gotta regain my stamina. Whoa. Well, it's definitely a better designed double encounter compared to the stupid Soul series. What am I doing? I don't know why I tried to block that. There we go, she's dead. No, 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 stop! Let me go! Stop stunning me! Shit! That was so fucking dumb. I'm gonna use the sickle against him. He becomes a lot more dangerous with his combos. That's why I always resort to keeping my distance from him. I'm gonna replace this axe with her kitchen knife, just in case. Try to make sure you're near a wall. He gets a lot of forward momentum at the end of his charge, so it can be very hard to hit him with the sickle. Oh, I thought he was going to attack just then. He does vary a bit with his range when he steps with his left foot. Like at that distance that he initiated his attack, it's not always that distance. It can be a bit earlier. But it's a fight that works. But I just do not trust his close range attacks one bit. I'm just going to keep my distance and let him come to me. Slow and Steady wins the race in this particular encounter. And it's interesting that this is the first boss fight we're doing that takes place in the real world. The other two boss fights took place in the Dark Shrine. He has a lot of life. There we go. Yeah, it's a fight that works, and I do find it interesting the way they encourage you to use the axe to actually counter Hinako's mother. So you block her flurry of attacks, and when she swings from left to right, that's when she's always vulnerable to a counter attack. Whereas if you're not using the axe, you have to just run around the room like crazy, and you can easily get hit by Hinako's father in the process and run into a wall and lose stamina, and then eventually she'll do the attack that you can counter, but it's really tough to predict when she'll do it. But you get rid of her, and Hinako's father is easy to dispatch. Serves him right for being the abusive father that he was. He was his own downfall in the end. It's strange that Hinako's mother just gets up. Like, both of her parents are standing, which is odd. I forget what happens here. That's right, they revert back to human form, or Hinako's experiencing a different memory or something.
お父さんお母さん
And this thing just eliminated them, whatever it is. Deep down, when push comes to shove, no matter how abusive or neglectful her parents were, she still feels terrified and shaken by seeing their deaths like this.
これを飲みなさい。少し楽になるはずだ。
私は一体
まだ体が馴染まないのだろう。よくここまでこらえてくれた。
Okay. I like the little touch with her just spilling it, because she's still not used to the arm in terms of doing manual things like that.
皆様に愛想を尽かされてしまうでしょうか。
そんなことは私が許しはしない。少し血色が良くなった。君の体にも合うようだ。先祖の霊に備えた米と水を混ぜ合わせてこしたものだ。神聖な力が宿っている。 そうか、気をつけて。そうだ、君にこれを。もう君が私のものであることの証だ。行こう。
Jeez, could you phrase that a bit better, dude?
はい。
That's so on the nose. That you're possessing her. I don't know how much longer it'll be before we get to the finale. So again, it's still strange that both the human Hinako and this fox version of Hinako, they share the same loot. So how does that work exactly? And also, if you're going to be using your Emmas, you might as well just raise your stamina, because stamina is definitely the most important statistic out of every other statistic in the game.